All right, man. Let's talk about the Panthers owner hypocrisy. Shout out to Lion Killer. You can subscribe to his channel at Lion Killer Podcast. Appreciate the love, support. So apparently, he goes out here and says he's trying to end the old boys network, which we know it as the good old boy network. Okay. What's so crazy about it is the Carolina Panther fan base wanted him to hire Steve Wilks as the head coach, which he did an unbelievable job down the stretch and, leading the Panthers after the firing of Matt Rule, and they did a great job. And part of that was they did get Sam Darnold back too. He was an upgrade over Baker Mayfield, which ain't saying much. Um, but against the Panthers fans' will, he didn't hire Steve Wilks. If you don't know, Steve Wilks is black. He had 1 year at Arizona and they fired him. Um, so Steve Wilks is black, but and then he proceeded to hire Frank Reich from the Colts. Used to be with the Eagles. I think there was an offensive coordinator or something with the Eagles. And he proceeded to hire him, which he is white. And but now he's going around talking about, well, he trying to end the good old boy club. Panther owner David Tepper trying to end the old boys network. But then you just hired a white coach and fired a black coach that the whole fucking Panther Nation looked like, from what I seen, endorsed. It says Panthers owner David Tepper, despite hiring Frank Reich over Steve Wilks as the team's sixth head coach, and since Tuesdays, he's doing what he can to break up the old boys network in the NFL. The old boys network, mostly of white owners, has a history of not putting minority candidates in position of power, particularly as it pertains to head coaches and GMs. There are currently only three black head coaches in the NFL: Todd Bowles of Tampa Bay Bucks, Mike Tomlin of the Pittsburgh Steelers, and D'Amico Ryan of the Texans, who was just hired Tuesday. In addition, Mike McDaniels of the Dolphins identifies himself about we don't count him, so it's three. I'm sorry, no offense to him, we don't white counts him as black. Um, and D'Amico Ryans took a shitty ass job. The Panthers hired from Reich, who was white, over Wilks, who was black. Tepper insists the race had nothing to do with the decision. He pointed to his executive team that includes his wife, Nicole, the chief administrative officer, Christy Coleman, the chief administrative officer, Keisha Smith, a black woman who's a senior vice president that oversees human resources, and Tiana Taylor, a general counsel, who is a black woman. We're probably the most diverse executive team in the NFL right now, Tepper said. He said, we are probably a minority of white men in our executive team right now. That's where it starts. That's America. Okay, how did that fucking help Steve Wilks get a job um in which he auditioned for and did a damn good job. And look, like I said, Frank Reich's a good coach, man. He just didn't have no quarterback in Indianapolis. And I think him putting his fate in in Carson Wentz ultimately put the nail in his coffin. But he's a good head coach. I ain't gonna lie. Good head coach. So I mean, if you coming in, you looking to get a brand new quarterback in, a rookie quarterback in there, he probably the guy that you want to have in there. I'm not gonna lie, but Steve Wilks, he established a culture there in a short amount of time. They play physical, hard nosed football, and that's what you want too. He has probably the most. Okay, he said, how do you break the old boys network? How do you break the process? You break the process by trying to get the best people possible in every role you can do. Uh, you can do, whether it's general counsel we hire, who happens to be an African American woman, whether it happens to be Frank Rice, who's a Caucasian male. Temper says the decision to hire Rice 61 had more to do with his offensive background. The coaching search supported that. Seven of the nine candidates they had was a offensive background, and all but Jim Caldwell was white. The two defensive minded coaches were black. And just to interject here, it is what it is. It is what it is, bro. I mean, He pointed that he got a whole bunch of black people on his team, and but where's the black general manager? You know what I'm saying? No black head coach. I mean, are they really trying? When the Broncos went up for sale, was he advocating for a black owner, the first black owner in the NFL? I can't say that he was or he wasn't. Was he advocating for that? They always talk about this, man, how they want to evolve, how they want to change something to do something different, but ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed. So they ain't really trying to change it, bro. The two defensive mind, okay, he said every year we get in the NFL meetings, every year they put in new rules to benefit the offense. Every single year, Tepper said, it's never going to end. It's never going to end. And the reason is scoring brings eyeballs. That's what the league is about, getting eyeballs to watch things. So I can tell you again, the new rules will be offensive minded rules. So you can have you can have that challenge first. And he right there. And my thing is, people want to see competitive football. That's it. They got to score a lot of points. Give us competitive football. Tepper never addressed whether defensive mind Wilks had a legitimate shot at the job of the direction of the search. Wilks led Carolina to a 6-6 finish after Matt Rule's 5-1-4 start. General manager Scott Fritter, who sounds to be like a white guy. Hold on. I'm gonna double check. You notice the black people that he hired are women. Yeah, he is. He said, and I had a conversation the other day about that. He had a legitimate shot. Fritter said he did a heck of a job leading the team. He's a great man. Wasn't great enough to get the job. Fritter said that what separated Reich from Wilks, another candidate, was his interview process. When he dialed in with his plan, his second level thinking. He also admitted advantage hiring an offensive mind and coaching today NFL, but defense still winning it. He said if you want to go offense, there are some advantages to that, he said. And the advantages to playing aggressively on the offensive side of the ball. You saw this past weekend NFC Championship game where all four coaches were offensive minded. The law firm that represents Steve Wilks and discrimination lawsuit he joined against the league after being fired from head coach in Arizona after one season 2018 saw things differently. Rigador LLP put out a statement saying it was shocked and disturbed by Carolina's decision to hire Rice over Wilks. There was a legitimate race problem in the field. We can assure you that we have more to say in the coming days. The firm said on Thursday about Wright's hiring. It's hard, and they're right. But you can't do shit. You can't do shit to them, bro. You get a pocket change and they put you on the ban list. What's new? What's new? What's new? And they put you on the ban list. What's new? What's new? That's all they gonna do. And if you do get another opportunity, it's gonna be a shitty ass job. How can you expect a league of 31 white owners, and then you got I don't know what Shad Khan is. I don't want to disrespect him, the Jaguars owner, and they get him one of the worst franchises they can find. In a prominent franchise in Denver, go to a other white person, the Walmart heirs. And so we gotta, we got a race problem. We gotta acknowledge it. And y'all not trying to give no brothers an opportunity to get in. How you think relationships go? They hire their homeboys. They hire people they comfortable with, people they can relate with. These guys, ain't too many black kids was in a tax bracket to go to the schools they went to or go to the college they went to. Come on. The closest thing they seen was playing on the basketball court or going to the mall and seeing them. They probably didn't go to the same malls. So it's a lot of hypocrisy in this statement. And it's kind of like, yeah, I ain't a racist. I got a white girl. I got a black girlfriend. That's what it sounded like to me. Yeah, we got Keisha in the front office. We got Nicole in the front office. But you ain't hear no man name, did you? Of course, they trying to throw females a bone. Females are becoming the new black men, becoming the new male dominant species in the black community. And it ain't all black men fault. That shit is by design. Excuse my language. It's by design. It's part of the emasculation process of the black man. And naturally, the black man is going to do what it has to do to survive. And that's why you see an abundance of black men going to get passports and going overseas to find wives and going to other races to find wives. You know? But that's a whole different conversation. Many want to give us a concert. I don't know. But man, mama, she do this every morning. Sorry, y'all. But yeah, that's all I got, man. Check out the NFL playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Sorry, she got me all mixed up. Appreciate the love and support. Thumbs up the video, all that good stuff. Check out my NFL playlist. Here she go. I'm gonna put her on the screen. This is my girl. I got a boy too. He down there somewhere. He walked away. But yeah, appreciate y'all, man. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Appreciate ESPN for the article. Hit the link tree. It's the first link in the description. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, the whole nine. Appreciate the love, support. Peace.